In the heart of Nairobi, Kenya, Aduke Malema, a billionaire CEO of Ramtech International and spinster, sat in her penthouse overlooking the city skyline. At 45, she had expanded Ramtech from Lagos to Nairobi, stocks, real estate, and a chain of luxury boutiques across Africa. Her wealth was vast, but her heart felt empty. Staring at a framed photo of her late father, she whispered, "Who truly loves me for me, not my money?" Determined to find out, Aduke summoned her trusted lawyer, Ms. Alamont Tijiani, and her personal physician, Dr. Rachel Hayes, to her sleek, modern office. In a hushed tone, she revealed her plan. "I'll pretend to be terminally ill. I want to see who in my circle cares for me when I'm no longer the powerful Aduke Malema." Alamont raised an eyebrow, but nodded. "Smart move, Aduke. I'll transfer half your assets to a hidden account to protect them." Dr. Hayes agreed. "I'll tell everyone you have pancreatic cancer with 6 months to live." The plan was set. The next morning, Aduke began her performance. She canceled public appearances, stayed in her penthouse, and feigned weakness. Her coughs echoed through the marble halls, and she refused meals, letting her appearance grow frail. Her inner circle, her cousin Masai, her niece Tanya, her nephew Jamal, and her longtime friend Ajoa gathered, alarmed. Tanya gasped, "We need to call a doctor." Dr. Hayes arrived, examined Aduke in front of them, and delivered the grim news. Aduke has pancreatic cancer. She has 6 months at best. The room fell silent. Jamal clutched his chest, Masai shook his head, and Ajoa's eyes filled with tears. Only young Lisa, Aduke's assistant and surrogate daughter, stayed calm, holding Aduke's hand. In the first week, everyone visited daily, bringing flowers, soups, and kind words. Lisa, however, was a constant presence, reading to Aduke, adjusting her pillows, and whispering, "You're going to be okay, Evie." But as days passed, cracks appeared. Ajoa stopped coming, citing work stress. Masai mentioned a business trip. Tanya and Jamal visited less, distracted by their own lives. Aduke's empire began to shift. Masai, eager to prove himself, took over her stock trading firm's operations. He threw lavish client parties, bought a new Porsche, and redecorated the office with gaudy gold fixtures. Tanya, meanwhile, splurged on designer bags and a Miami condo, claiming, "Aduke would want me to live well." Jamal launched a risky tech startup with Aduke's funds, boasting, "I'm securing our legacy." Ajoa, once Aduke's confidant, distanced herself, saying, "It's too painful to see her like this." Lisa remained steadfast, tending to Aduke's every need. One night, as Lisa wiped Aduke's forehead, she pleaded, "Let's get you to a specialist in Europe. There's still hope." Aduke, still pretending, shook her head weakly but noted Lisa's devotion. Meanwhile, downstairs in the penthouse lounge, Masai threw a party, laughing, "Soon this will all be ours." Aduke, listening through a hidden audio device, felt her heart sink. Hence, Masai fired veteran employees, replacing them with his cronies. When Aduke's loyal CFO, Mr. Chidi, protested, Masai snapped, "I'm in charge now." Jamal sold one of Aduke's prime Manhattan properties without consulting anyone, pocketing the cash. Tanya pressured Ajoa to sell Aduke's boutique chain, arguing, "She's dying, why wait?" Ajoa hesitated but agreed, eyeing a cut cut of the profits. Lisa, heartbroken, confronted them in the penthouse's glass-walled meeting room. Aduke is still alive. Why are you tearing her empire apart? Masai scoffed. She's as good as gone, Lisa. Wake up. Tanya rolled her eyes and Jamal ignored her, texting investors. Ajoa stayed silent, guilt flickering in her eyes. That night, Lisa found Ajoa meeting a mysterious man at a hotel, laughing and flirting. Disgusted, Lisa realized Ajoa's loyalty was a facade. Unable to bear the betrayal, Lisa arranged to take Aduke to a quiet community in upstate Nairobi, where Aduke's parents had grown up. The small, predominantly black town welcomed them warmly. Neighbors brought homemade pies, local healers offered herbs, and elders prayed for Aduke's recovery. A wise herbalist, Mama Grace, examined Aduke privately. Sensing no illness, she whispered, "Your spirit's strong, child. You're not sick." Aduke confessed her ruse. "It's a test to see who loves me." Mama Grace nodded. "You're wise, but your heart's heavy. Hold tight to Lisa. She's your anger." In the city, chaos reigned. Masai's reckless decisions destroyed the firm's stocks. Jamal's startup failed, draining millions. Tanya's spending spree left her in debt. Ajoa, caught in her affair, distanced herself further. Lisa, meanwhile, cared for Aduke in the village, unaware of the full truth, but driven by love. After 2 months, Aduke returned to Harlem, strong and vibrant. The penthouse staff gasped as she strode in, no longer frail. Masai dropped his coffee, Tanya froze mid-text, and Jamal stammered, "Auntie." Ajoa, caught off guard, whispered, "It's a miracle." Lisa smiled proudly, sensing something deeper. That evening, Aduke gathered everyone with Miss Tajani present. Standing tall, she declared, "I was never sick. It was a test to see who loved me, not my wealth." The room went silent. She turned to Masai. "You ruined my firm, fired loyal staff, and spent recklessly." To Jamal, "You sold my property like it was nothing." To Tanya, "You treated my legacy as your personal bank." To Ajoa, "You abandoned me for your own desires." Each hung their heads in shame. Then Aduke took Lisa's hand. "Lisa stayed by me, loved me, believed in me. She is my true family." Effective immediately, my wealth, my firm, properties, and boutiques belongs to her. She's the new CEO. Gasps filled the room. Masai and Jamal begged for forgiveness. Tanya cried, and Ajoa fled in disgrace. A year later, under Lisa's leadership, Aduke's empire thrived. The firm's stocks soared, boutiques expanded, and loyal employees returned, calling Lisa Boss Lady. Aduke, now retired, mentored Lisa, her heart full. Masai and Jamal found modest jobs, rebuilding their lives. Tanya worked to regain Aduke's trust. Ajoa vanished from their circle. Aduke, sitting in her penthouse, looked at the city skyline with Lisa by her side. "You showed me what love means," she said. Lisa smiled. "You gave me a chance to prove it." Together, they toasted to a future built on trust, not wealth. Here are 3 moral lessons and 3 financial or investment lessons we can learn from this story. True love is not about money. Lisa loved Aduke, even when she thought Aduke was sick and had nothing. Loyal people stay when times are hard. Most people left Aduke when she needed help, but Lisa stayed. You see people's real hearts in hard times. Aduke saw who cared about her and who only wanted her money.
Here are 3 financial investment lessons I feel we can learn from this story. 1. Be careful who you trust with your money. Aduke's family and associates, except Lisa, wasted her money because they were purposeless, greedy, selfish, and unwise. 2. Good leaders protect their business. Lisa helped the company to remain alive by keeping half the assets away for Aduke before they started their risky test on those crooked people. Honestly, if you ask me, it is not a safe way to test people's love or loyalty to you. Aduke should have chosen other safe ways. Just imagine if all Ramtex's assets had been left for these pretenders and destroyers. The company would have been gone forever. And God forbid, maybe Aduke could have had a stroke or trauma that may have led to her demise. 3. Be careful how you spend the money that you did not work or labor to get. The temptations are always there to misuse such money in many people. Imagine if Tanya had invested the company money in properties or in treasury bills. She would have still have it to return to Aduke if Aduke arrested all of them and demanded that they return all mismanaged money they took. Please subscribe, share, and like this video to help the algorithm recommend my videos more. Also, watch my other educational videos as they come. Thanks, and enjoy your day.